This is a review of the Cold Steel Tuff Lite folding knife. The Tuff Lite is a rather interesting design. In my opinion, it's kind of a hybrid between a utility knife with disposable blades as far as the design of this knife goes. But it's quite obviously an everyday carry knife without a disposable blade. We'll start with the construction of it. Handles are made out of grivery, which is just another nylon polymer. Quite strong, offers good texturing and a great feel to it. It does not have stainless steel liners, or any liners for that matter. It's just the grivery, but it's quite strong. I don't think stainless steel liners would be necessary in this knife. It feels quite sturdy. It's built like a tank. And without those liners, it comes in at a measly 2.5 ounces, which is quite nice. The lanyard hole is an elongated oval, which I find kind of strange. I don't generally put lanyards in my knives, so it's not an issue for me. But if you're one that does, that might be a consideration for you. It matches the design of the knife as far as the elongated deployment hole. But I think it's kind of strange that the lanyard's allowed to travel all throughout this channel rather than being fixed in one position with a traditional deployment hole. The blade is a Warncliffe style. It's 2.5 inches long with a 2-inch cutting surface, which is completely flat. That's where I think it mimics a utility knife in that regard. If you're cutting on a flat surface, you're only going to be able to dig in with this tip. You're not going to be able to use the rest of the cutting edge because there's no belly to it. It's completely flat, and your fingers are going to keep you from getting down there all the way. So I think you're going to wear that tip down rather quick. It's made out of AUS 8A steel, which is usual for Cold Steel's knives. Not a bad steel, but a little bit on the softer side. So I think you might find that you're going to wear this tip down rather quickly. The knife features the Triad Lock, which is an insanely strong lockback design, quite solid. No blade play left or right, up or down. The blade's not going anywhere. It's solid. There's jimping on the top of the blade as well as on the top of the liner and on the grivery handles, which combined with the ergonomics of the knife gives you such an excellent grip. It fits solidly in your hand and it's not going anywhere. It gives me a full 4-finger grip, quite comfortable. My first 2 fingers fit in these finger choils there, and the last 2 just rest there on the back of the grivery handle. Excellent feel to it. Features a pocket clip which is swappable from the right side to the left side. However, you can only carry it tip down. So for all of you out there that like carrying your knives tip up like myself, you're not going to be allowed to do that with this knife. However, I generally don't clip this in the pocket. I usually just will toss it in there. It's such a small knife anyway. I think it's a knife that's worth checking out. It's less than $30 online. So for that price, with the materials it's made out of, the solid construction, and the Triad Lock, I think it's a knife worth checking out if you don't mind your cutting edge being perfectly flat. Give it a look. Cold Steel Tuff Lite.